Welcome to episode 74 of Furious Metal. So I know there's a lot of buzz still left over from the Black Sabbath concert last night. I believe it was like 10 hours. I did watch bits and pieces of it. Some bands did well. Some bands I didn't think did so well, but I'm not going to bash anybody. The whole atmosphere was everybody getting together and celebrating Black Sabbath's last performance. Thank God that they finally got a hold of Bill Ward. So all four original members, Tony, Bill, Geezer, and Ozzy, finally got together to do a show. I think the first time in 20 years they were actually together performing. I know it was only 4 songs, but it was a celebration of the Godfathers of Metal. With that being said, it's my birthday today, and I'm here to bring you guys my favorite albums of June, Part 2. We're going to start off with Inception of Fall, but this is their EP, Ruin. It's coming the 18th of June. 4 tracks, 21 minutes. These guys are progressive, technical death metal band from Czechia or Czech Republic, depending on what they want to be called these days. Anyway, everything you want from a tech death band. They have harsh, in-your-face, emotional vocals, very thought-provoking lyrics. And they pack a lot into these 4 songs with great guitar and bass work, plus some outstanding drums that go from this rapid-fire approach with a lot of odd time signatures and countless pace changes. Next up, we have PATRISTIC with their debut album, Catechesis. This came out the 20th of June. 6 tracks, 41 minutes. I describe these guys as a progressive black and death metal band. Now, they're from Rome, Italy. Now, this album is as alluring as it is unsettling. You have this haunting atmosphere combined with these churning riffs and relentless waves of percussion. It's a roller coaster of emotion. You got this eerie calm to this almost all-out assault. And honestly, for me, it's a must-listen as a whole entire piece of work. Next up, we have Creeping Fear with their album Realms of the Impaled. This is the 27th of June. 9 tracks, 35 minutes. Those are a death metal band from Paris, France. With this crushingly heavy but groovy riffs, pummeling drums, and sinister vocals. And the pace goes from like a mid-tempo chug to like this face-melting speed. You throw in some nice melodic moments and some great guitar solos as well. All right, next up we have Dark Coven with their debut full-length album, Malevolent Society. This came out the 27th of June. 9 tracks, lean and mean, 32 minutes. Guys are a death metal, thrash metal band from Mexico. Now, I don't cover a lot of bands from Mexico. You have these punk-inspired D-beats and infectious riffage with harsh vocals. You throw in some death metal growls and you slow it down a little bit here and there to really let the heaviness shine through. Next up, we have DEVILPRIEST with their album Where I Am the Chalice, Be Thou the Blood. This came out the 27th of June. 7 tracks, 34 minutes. These are a death metal band from Poland. Now, this is just pure evil, soaked in dark atmosphere. It's hypnotic and very unsettling with constant tempo changes. The vocals are demonic with dissonant riffs and chaotic drums. Next up, we have INDEMON with their album Reclaiming Chaos. This came out the 27th of June. 8 tracks, lean and mean, 32 minutes. Guys are a death metal, thrash metal band from Finland. Now, from the crunchy, infectious riffs to the harsh vocals and punk-inspired D-beats, this album is just a headbanging, fist-pumping good time. Next up, we're talking about Lord Belial with their album Unholy Trinity. This came out the 27th of June. 9 tracks, 48 minutes. Honestly, one of my favorite black metal albums of the year so far. Now, these guys are from the Netherlands. You have this razor-sharp tremolo guitar that's really up front in the mix and just cuts right through. These howling, raspy vocals that have some serious power, along with these frantic, pummeling drums. All right, next up we have Serpent Corpse with their album Retaliate. This is the 27th of June. This is 4 tracks in 26 minutes. Now, these guys are a death metal band from Canada. Now, the songs range from just over 5 minutes to the last song being over a 9-minute opus. This is just pure raw aggression with eerie feedback and sinister vocals with raging guitar. The pace is mid-tempo with groovy riffs mixed in with some faster-paced moments. But for me, the sound overall is a throwback to the mid-'80s, late '80s actually, when death metal was still heavily influenced by thrash. Next up, we have Ritual of Descent with their album Ephemerality. This was the 28th of June. 5 tracks and a lean and mean 25 minutes. Now, these guys are a melodic death metal band from Texas, Russia, kind of an international project from what I understand. But this is just unbridled rage and emotion. The vocals go from visceral screams to these deep gutturals, and the drums are relentless onslaught. The guitar tone is absolutely savage in its approach, twisting and turning around every corner. So before I get to one of my favorite albums of the month, I'm going to talk about a couple of, I'm going to call them honorable mentions. First of all, I'm going to talk about Shadow of Intent with their album Imperial Delirium. I think it's probably the best album they've done, but I have to be in the mood for symphonic deathcore. So that's why it's not actually on my favorite list. Been a big fan of the band since the beginning, but I'm kind of getting the mode now lately where I kind of got to be in the mood for it. And next up, we have Cryptopsy with their album Insatiable Violence. Now, this is an old school, technical, brutal death metal band that have been around for a long time. I believe this is their 8th release. Insatiable Violence is an amazing album also, but once again, I try to cover stuff that's not so well talked about, and everybody else has been talking about that. So with that being said, I listen to a lot of death metal, so sometimes when I can find something that's a little bit less brutal, with a serious groove you guys know that I absolutely love, I'm going to talk about a band called OUTLIAR with their album Relentless. This came out the 28th of June. 6 tracks in a groovy 30 minutes. These guys are a thrash metal, groove metal band from Apex, North Carolina. From the harsh, in-your-face vocals to the thrashy, groove-laden riffs, great guitar harmonies, and raging solos. The drum and the bass work really well together, giving the song some serious punch, while still maintaining that menacing groove you know I all love.
Nothing good will come from this.
So there we have it, my favorite albums of June part 2. Comment below what your guys' favorite albums were of June. There was a lot of releases out there. So from this point forward until further notice, this is going to be my new format. I'm going to come out every other Sunday, give you guys my best of, my favorite albums, call it whatever you want, part 1 and 2. And it'll typically cover 20 albums a month. That's a lot of music for people to listen to. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I miss. So, like I said, comment below. What are you guys listening to? What do you think of these albums? So I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. You guys know how much I appreciate your support. So until next time, keep it furious.